Ever wondered how to sound sophisticated and charming at the same time? Well, the secret might just lie in the language of the ancient Romans. Yes, you heard it right. We're talking about Latin, a language that, despite not being widely spoken today, continues to captivate us with its allure and intrigue. Imagine walking into a room and catching everyone's attention with a well-placed Latin phrase. Or perhaps, adding a touch of mystery to your conversation with a Latin pickup line. Intriguing, isn't it? Latin phrases have a certain charm, an air of sophistication that can make even the most mundane conversations interesting. They are timeless, profound, and can often convey meanings that modern languages struggle to encapsulate. So, are you ready to charm your way through conversations with the allure of Latin phrases? Stick around and I'll share with you the top 5 Latin phrases that can make you sound sophisticated and charming. Our first Latin phrase is carpe diem, which means seize the day. An expression so timeless, so profound, that it has echoed through the centuries. Carpe diem. 2 simple words, but when combined, they pack a powerful punch. This Latin phrase is one of the most popular and widely used in the world. But what does it really mean? Carpe diem, when translated directly, means seize the day. But the underlying message is much deeper. It's a call to action, an urge to make the most of the present moment without fretting about the future or dwelling on the past. It's about being proactive, taking initiative, and not letting opportunities pass you by. In today's fast-paced world, where there's always something new vying for our attention, the message of Carpe Diem is more relevant than ever. It reminds us to focus on the now, to take charge of our lives, and to live each day as if it's our last. Whether it's pursuing a dream, starting a new project, or simply enjoying a beautiful sunset, Carpe Diem encourages us to seize the opportunity and make the most of it. And how can you use Carpe Diem in everyday conversation? Well, it can be used to motivate or inspire someone. For instance, if a friend is hesitant about taking up a new hobby or embarking on a new adventure, you can tell them, "Carpe diem, seize the day, my friend." And as a pickup line? Imagine this scenario. You're at a party, you see someone you're interested in, but you're feeling a bit nervous. What do? You muster your courage, walk up to them and say, "Life is too short not to take chances." Carpe diem, wouldn't you agree? It's a subtle yet effective way to express interest, and it just might work. So, if you want to encourage someone to make the most of the present, tell them Carpe diem. Because in the grand scheme of life, we are but fleeting moments, and it's up to us to make each moment count. The second Latin phrase on our list is Veni Vidi Vici, or I came, I saw, I conquered. Immortalized by Julius Caesar in 47 BC after his swift victory over Pharnaces II of Pontus, this phrase is a testament to the power of determination and quick action. Veni, Vidi, Vici is a phrase that evokes a sense of triumph and accomplishment. It's a phrase that encapsulates the essence of a decisive victory, of overcoming obstacles with swift and effective action. In the context of its origin, Julius Caesar was expressing his pride and confidence in his military prowess. But over centuries, the phrase has taken on a broader meaning, symbolizing the spirit of overcoming adversity and achieving success. Now, picture yourself at a social gathering or a party. You spot someone across the room who catches your eye. You muster up the courage, approach them, and strike up a conversation. As the conversation goes well, you could playfully drop in the phrase, Veni, Vidi, Vici. What you're essentially saying is, I saw you, I approached, and well, here we are having a great conversation. It's a confident, slightly cheeky pickup line that might just get you a laugh or a smile. But this phrase isn't just for social situations or pickup lines. It can be used to express your confidence and determination in everyday life. For instance, you could say Veni Vidi Vici after acing a presentation at work, finishing a tough workout, or even conquering a challenging recipe. It's a phrase that can be used to celebrate your victories, big or small. In essence, Veni Vidi Vici is a phrase that embodies confidence, determination, and the joy of overcoming. It's a phrase that celebrates victory, however you choose to define it. So the next time you face a challenge, remember Veni Vidi Vici. Embrace the spirit of the phrase, face your challenge head-on, and take pride in your victories. Use Veni Vidi Vici to express your confidence and determination. Our third Latin phrase is Amor vincit omnia, which translates to love conquers all. This phrase is as romantic as it is profound. Originating from the works of Virgil, a major Roman poet from the Augustan period, it has been used to express the idea that love is the most powerful force in the universe. Love, in all its forms, has the capacity to overcome any adversity, any challenge, any obstacle. So how does this phrase fit into our everyday conversation? Well, it's quite simple. Picture this. You're having a heart-to-heart with a close friend who's going through a tough time. You want to comfort them, to offer them hope. You lean in, look them in the eye, and say, "Remember, amor vincit omnia, love conquers all." It's a gentle reminder that love, in its many forms, can help us get through the darkest of times. But the usage of amor vincit omnia isn't limited to serious conversations. It can also be an incredibly charming and witty pickup line. Picture another scenario. You're at a social gathering and you spot someone you're attracted to. You approach them, strike up a conversation, and when the moment feels right, you say, "Did you know that amor vincit omnia? Love conquers all." And I must admit, your smile has definitely conquered me. It's cheesy, yes, but it's also sweet and endearing. The use of Latin adds a touch of sophistication, making the line memorable and impressive. Amor vincit omnia is a phrase that encapsulates the power of love. It's a phrase that reminds us that love is universal, that it transcends barriers, and that it can help us overcome any adversity. It's a phrase that we can use in our everyday conversations to offer comfort and hope, and it's a phrase that we can use to charm and impress. So, if you want to express the power of love, say amor vincit omnia. Next up is cogito ergo sum, meaning I think, therefore I am. This profound statement was coined by the French philosopher René Descartes in the 17th century. It's a philosophical proposition that became a foundational element of Western philosophy, as it was Descartes' first step in demonstrating the attainability of certain knowledge. It's the idea that the very act of doubting one's existence serves as proof of the reality of one's own mind. There must be a thinking entity, in this case, the self, for there to be a thought. Now, how do we use this in a conversation? Well, it could be a great way to start a deep philosophical discussion. Imagine you're at a gathering and the conversation is getting a bit shallow. Drop in a cogito ergo sum, and you're sure to stir up some intrigue. It can be a great conversation starter, especially if you're looking to get into those deeper topics. But what about as a pickup line? That might seem a bit challenging, but it's all about delivery and context. Picture this. You're at a cafe, you've just met someone interesting. You could say, you know, Descartes once said, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. But ever since I saw you, I've been lost in thought. Does that mean I exist more profoundly now? It's cheeky, it's thoughtful, and it's sure to make an impression. Cogito ergo sum is a perfect phrase for those deep philosophical conversations. Our final Latin phrase is aurea mediocritas, or the golden mean. This phrase encapsulates the ancient wisdom of seeking a middle ground, a life of moderation where excess and deficiency are equally avoided. It's a call to cultivate balance, to embrace neither opulence nor poverty, but rather to find satisfaction in the golden mean, the sweet spot that lies in between. Imagine using aurea mediocritas in conversation. It could serve as a gentle reminder to a friend who's working too hard, or perhaps to someone who is always chasing after the next big thrill. And what about as a pickup line? Well, it might just signal to someone that you're all about that balanced life, that you're neither too hot nor too cold, but just right. In a world where extremes often dominate, aurea mediocritas is a refreshing mantra. It encourages us to strive for equilibrium, to find the golden mean in every aspect of our lives. Remember, aurea mediocritas is all about finding balance in life. There you have it, the top 5 Latin phrases to sound sophisticated and charming. We've delved into the essence of carpe diem, veni, vidi, vici, amor vincit omnia, cogito ergo sum, and aurea mediocritas. Each phrase, rich in meaning and history, can add a dash of class to your everyday conversations, or even your next pickup line. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, follow, comment, and share. Until next time, carpe diem.